Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Prevent-A-Thon. Our next runner is here to showcase a run in a VR game. Prevent-A-Thon is, in fact, a charity marathon done on behalf of Little Warriors, a national charitable Canadian organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of childhood sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with childhood sexual abuse survivors. For more information, you can always visit littlewarriors.ca. If you would like this information in more palatable, more digestible text form, you can always type !charity or !info into the chat and get a block of information that way. And if you'd like to donate, you can always type in !donate to find out how to donate money in order to, and you can always pursue incentives such as let me see. It was there'll be incentives such as the bonus DLC in Rise of the Tomb Raider and different costumes for characters and for the streamer in in the Resident Evil 3 remake. Now I'm going to hand the mic over to our runner, Big Scared. Big Scared, if you would. Sorry, did I say Big Scared? I meant Genesis. That was my bad.
It's alright. Hello, everybody. It is Genesis. I lost over just a little bit ago, but today we're doing something, we're doing something a little bit different. This is The Room, which is a puzzle series of games. This is the current last in the series. This is VR. It's a dark matter. This will be the end of the story, so if we're all just ready, I'm just going to hop right into it. Timing is going to start, of course, as soon as I choose the calibrate setting. And then timing will end once I pick up the last letter and go outside. So, ready? I will start in 3, 2, 1, go. So pretty much the way this game works is we have hands. We can look around, we can look down, see around everything. And pretty much they're going to teach us the basic controls. We can use on the right stick, left and right, or on both sticks, I guess, left and right to move the camera. It will look a little awkward for you, but then we can use the forward to move. Come on. We use forward to go to another location. Whoops, I did not mean to turn there. And so now we're teaching the other basic controls. We can press X to open our inventory. Let me grab the key. Gosh, man. Already choking. We've just barely started. As you can see, the key is now gone. We have to figure out something else. So here you're supposed to solve a puzzle, but I already know the solution. It's C6. Pretty much you're supposed to look at this board, its last name, and then number in order. So since this is a safe cracker, we're looking for C6. Pick up this device. Open the safe. This one. Now we get to open the safe, and we get this very creepy, mysterious thing. And then over here, everything has changed. We got a note that we're supposed to read, but I'm not going to. Then we're going to open this. We get these little goggles, and so we can put them on. I meant to grab that. And then it changes the environment. So if I put this on, you can see things look different. It's this puzzle changes to this. And so yeah, things look, we can see things from a new perspective whenever we use the goggles. So we got this thing. I'm going to put it here because you know there's a shape there, obviously. Then we're going to have a transition. Didn't know this room just got dark. Perfect. Okay, so that was the tutorial. Very, very straightforward. Now we have this weird space. And we're going to get this letter from a guy that says, oh, I have work to do. You're going to help me. So what we need to do is take the lens. If we put this over, we can see that there is an icon somewhere in the world that it matches what's on the letter. And we're going to use it. We're going to look through it at the object, and that will allow us to effectively view a memory. So here we are in a museum, the British Institute of Archaeology. We're looking for Dr. Montgomery because he disappeared. It's over. Open this gate. Grab the actual right thing. We're gonna come over here. The camera's decided to act up a little bit, that's fine. So now we're gonna whip out the sarcophagus immediately. But pretty much we're here trying to do some work for this guy. Pretty much he had some people do stuff for him and now they're missing, so we need to figure out what's up with that. And I now have this brass weight. But we need to watch this. If you notice, he opens a box, and there's something about that box that makes it just appear. I think I lose. I do not. That's good. So we're going to open the box. We get this new lens. We need to rotate this. There we go. There. Let me grab this. Now we're going to use the lens to look at this. We're going to move. Move so they're all squares. Now we get these little side panels. This one, all of these are around the room, but I already know the answers. This. And then we can't do this one yet because we're missing a piece. Next we come over here. This. And this. Take out this knife. I think I was supposed to actually do first, but it's okay. Come back over here, put this knife in place, which gives us this piece. Which, alright, just turn around. I'm not supposed to do this yet. Here first. Solve this puzzle. There's so many things going on in these that I sometimes forget the exact order I'm supposed to take. Grab that, turn around. Here, please. Put this in. Need to drop this because we need to do the color puzzle. That works. Oops. There we go. Now we grab this piece. Take it in, open the sarcophagus. Now these are going to extract. Back over here, switch this over to the weight. Over here, turn the camera around. You notice, now, we are raising the weight, which is lowering this apparatus, which we will be able to use to pick up the sarcophagus lid. Go. And the weight is enough that it is strong enough to lift off the sarcophagus lid. So now, not supposed to be here yet. We go to this. We go. I need to remember exactly. Yeah, I need to grab this piece. I did one practice run of this beforehand, and I do not completely remember, but this here, turn it, there we go. That'll open this. We take this and put it in place. Now we need to solve this puzzle. Is this one? Nope, it's not. I do not remember what this is. Give me 1 second. I think it's... There we go. Now we get the other half of the scarab. Now we're going to take both halves. Those in place. Now as you can see, we can see through this. What we're going to have to do, because this part is very annoying to do without looking. Come on. There we go. So what we need to do is we need to make this look like a door. Turn. You know what? It's fine if I accidentally get on that early. Let's do it's okay. Let's make it look like a door. This will open, and we'll get this little piece. Wait for this to open. Those over here. Put these down. Pieces. There. Grab the horse piece. Whoops, this is the right side. There, green. First on the side. Let's give me this. I think I should just solve this right now. This. Over. Up. There we go. That's one side done. The other side. Remember this. Yep. Up the center, please. Thank you. Now we open this. We're going to grab all 3 of these. 2 of these. I always forget this order. It's baboon, dog, owl. I did those backwards. Baboon. Oh my god, go in please. Baboon. Owl. Thank you. Now we're going to open this. Oh, wait, please. Make sure I'm facing the right direction. But I backed up a lot. Okay. So now, we get this. Now we're going to go back over here. Handle. Part is always buggy for some reason. Over, grab the medallion. Medallion goes there. Now we get hammer. Oh, okay. We get the heart, which put there. For the sake of demonstration, I will turn this on. I normally wouldn't, so we can see what's going on inside. For many of you who know Egyptian lore, this is the weighing a heart against the feather of truth. Now, notice bad heart. Bad heart. But now it starts beating. Oh. Now we follow the bugs. George, to let you know, this is the spike. Oh, that's not creepy. There goes the mummy. So we come back over here. We have a letter. And now we get to see this event, which is what we came looking for. That's the device we got earlier, right? So what this shows is that Dr. Montgomery was absorbed into the device, whatever it was. Now we have it. The curious artifact. And we return to the hub. Now, you notice we had one there. We're going to put this down. That's 2 of them. Apparently there's 4. Am I facing the right direction? I'm not facing the right direction. There we go. Now I'm facing 4. I should be clear. Now we get the next letter, shows the next area. There. And we get to go to, it looks like a church. And it is, in fact, a church. Now we have a letter here saying that people are stupid. And he wants to tear the place down, but he's not going to. This. Here. Key in there. So we can open the door. The door will automatically open, but I'll push it. We can move forward. Open this. Funny enough, inside of this is a letter. You can just reach inside and grab it once it starts raising, because that's when it's accessible. So even though this is going up, we can instead be doing this at the same time so we can get to this faster, because we do have to now go over there, because you notice he got a box. We got a new lens at the time, which now we're going to use. We actually get another new lens, which now this glows. If you have played any of the previous games, this is a reference to number 3, where you can go inside of objects. Out. In. Burn this tumbler. Go back. This tumbler. Now the lock is open. So as you can see, we are actually physically inside of the lock. Now we have opened the device. Now this will swing open. And we're going to be using this quite a bit. So that now we get this decanter. You're going to get a passcode there, which is new. N-E-W. That's just how I remember it. So we're going to put the decanter there, get some water. It's probably holy water. We're going to come back over here, put the decanter down. And now we get to move on to the major puzzle within this area, which is this device. So we're not actually going to do this right now. I just want to know. I guess I should rotate it. Okay, so now, I've done that. Is that my backpack? That is my backpack. I'm facing the wrong direction. So now, we can use this as a light, but we have nothing to do with it. So we're going to come over here, grab this device, stick it there, which now lets us see through this. We're going to rotate these into position. I did not grab that one, but sure game. More, push that in. Push it in. Push it in. There. Now out comes this light. Now we're going to go back over here. And now we're going to go inside, as you see that we can do. And now that we're inside, we're going to come over here. I believe it's over to this one. No, it's over to this one. We need to just rotate this around. So once we do that, there we go. It's now marked, so now we can come up here, turn on the light, and now that it matches that light, the door is going to open for us. Make sure I'm facing forward. literally not facing forward. This is forward. We're going to spin. And now we get the fallen angel with the broken halo, as well as apparently some knights of the round table. Potentially. I never really understood what these were for. Alright, now that we have that, we're going to go up to the angel because she has a star for us. We're going to go back into this room. I'm going to come here and just put the star down so I'm not carrying it. And then there's the decanter clue, by the way, if you didn't know what to look for. The clue is right there on the painting. I need to wait for this to open so I can go back over to that device. Alright, now we're going to open this. We're going to grab this for later use. And we're going to come back over here, turn this, pick up this lockpick, and solve a puzzle. Further, move, spin, move, spin a little more. There we go. This side, open it. Since we're already in view mode, we can go inside. So if you were to look at that, it shows the guy crossing the platform, which tells you that you have to make a bridge. But since I've already done that, I don't have to worry about it. There we go. Now we're going to open this. And I can't turn around, so I'm literally spun halfway around to look at this device. Now I'm going to turn back to normal, so facing forward. This is back forward. There we go. So now, that thing came out. Now we have this piece. We're going to have to collect multiple of these. This goes left, so we're going to pick that up. And now we have another set of puzzles to solve. Spin, rotate, down. Yeah, this needs to be this way, up, down, rotate. Now we go in. And again, just got to make the platform. This will be a lot easier to see. I don't have to spin around. So now this will spin all the way around. And now it'll kick us out. And then the device will spin, and it will give us the second one of those. Those straps, they're coming loose already. Alright, so now we get the second one of these. I believe it is not this one. It is still this one. Now this one is the most fun. We're going to start with... this needs to spin like that. This needs to spin more. Come on, hello. It needs to be like that. There we go. Now we spin this all the way around. We need to go inside. We need to open two of the latches on this one. There's one on the top and one on the bottom vertically. So we have to rotate these pieces to make a path. We're going to do the bottom one first because it's faster to do this than it's faster to leave from this one because now we have to do the opposite. Whereas this is 3 moves to get out, or 4 moves. If we were to do it the other way, we'd have to do like 8 moves, and I would rather not. Okay, so now we're going to turn this back on. This needs to spin all the way around. This needs to come there. And that is correct, so we're going to go back inside. We're going to go up the staircase. Go over there. And then over the corner, over up the staircase. And now we get to look down. If you have vertigo, I apologize. You get to watch that spin. And now that is the last one we needed.
Hey, is there a good time to read donos?
That will be in a little bit when I'm dealing with the organ, so give me a couple more minutes and I will give you an opportunity.
Gotcha.
Because the organ will take a while. So here we get a hint on the next puzzle, but we're going to head up here. The next thing we need to do is... I just got the lockpick, so we're going to come over here into this room, which is the organ room, but we're not going to mess with the organ immediately. We need to lockpick our way in. Make sure you have a steady hand. Here we go, we get the lockpick back, we're going to open the door. Once we are inside, we're going to grab this little knob and this hammer, which I'm going to hold on to because I will need it in a moment. We're going to head back here. We're going to lockpick this door. I spun it the wrong way, but that's okay. There we go. And hello. The game is kind of bugging out on me. So we're going to knock the door open. Bonk, bonk. Now we're going to go up the stairs. Now that we're here, we're going to put this in place. And now we can rotate this. Which will now put the hammers out there, and then we get this gear. Now that we have this gear, we're going to head downstairs. I believe I lose the gear. I do not. The gear is going to go here, and now we have a set of puzzles. Around the room, you would find all of these hints that tell you about time of day, the moon phase, and the other one mentioned Taurus. The answer here is it's a full moon at 11 p.m. with the Taurus, and you'll see the bell up there will now come down and start ringing. Once it does, we're going to head back upstairs. Waiting for this. There we go. Head back upstairs. Now we can enter here. And on the backside of the bell, we get this little thing, which is strange. I don't know what that is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head over here. We got this little knob. This one was missing one, so we're going to pull this open. And hey, look, we can go inside. So we have this locked door. We can see that is not where I'm going to go. So here, we're going to open this. This. The problem is, we got to get to the far side to open the other two, but we can't get over there. So this is really subtle, but you have to open this to be able to rotate the object, and then pull this to flip these around. This puzzle is a little bit complex. Now that we're outside, we can rotate this. We're looking for, I believe it's this one. Yes, that is correct. So we're going to go back inside. And now we can head through here to get another fallen pipe that's small. Now we're going to go inside of here. We go this way, back outside. And now we're going to put this little organ piece back in, rotate this into position. Now we can get to where we need to go. Just give me one more minute. Once I make this thing work, we'll be able to do the organ bit, and you'll be able to read some donations. There's just a lot going on because, it's a puzzle game. It's going to be like that. All right, so we're going to come in here. We're going to open these. The organ is going to start. And I'm going to go back downstairs and do an organ puzzle. So if you want to read donations, you can do so now.
Oh, all right then. So we actually have a couple of donations. Let's see. First off, we have two from Selkuth Mind. First one for $2 Canadian. Cell says that they heard that John Cena's in this game. I definitely don't see anyone, so I don't know what they're talking about.
That is the wrong room, but okay.
And for the second one, stars, Claire, stars. I have no idea about that.
That's about what I expected from these people.
And that was for a donation of $3 Canadian. But more recently, a $10 donation has come in from an anonymous donor. They did not leave any message, but we are now at $193.20, very close to a $200 level.
All right, that's awesome. So the way this puzzle works is we're sending this ball through the organ. We're trying to get it into all of these sections where it's lit up. I went literally the wrong way. Right. Just go. It did. Terrible. Awful. I did it literally wrong. And so when we play the pipes, as you can see, these things are moving. I need to spin it. You know what? That works. So we can spin them by hitting the higher keys. These we can make them spin. Need to grab this one. There we go. Once we've done all three, there's one left, center, and right. This will open. You just have to press it so that they all move. Once we do that, we get the second one of these. I'm going to grab not that. I'm going to grab this. And now we're going to go back out here to the angel. We're going to put that down for her. This one goes over there. This one goes over there. And now we can do the entirety of this puzzle. So we're going to head inside. And as you can see, we now have a new reflection. I just need to flip this. That is easy. Listen for the sound effect. When we open this, and now he turned around, and now that we've done a lot of this already, we already got the second one over there, the third one over there. Well, I guess that's second and third. We've already did the first one, which was then we can go back inside, and then we have a different pattern, so I have to flip this back over, and then I have to come back here, and I have to turn it around. And once that's done, there we go. Just listening for the sound effects. That took a minute. Now we open this. So that is now the second one done. Ow. Just tried to scratch my forehead and just slapped my headpiece with my controller.
Must have been the $200 donations.
Awesome. Flip that over. And I also need to flip this one. I was like, at first. I need to flip this one too. There we go. That's finished. The fourth one. And now this automatically completes. And now we get to use those other things that we got earlier. I'm going to head over to here. Game lets me move. There we go. I'm going to put this one in there. This one in there. This one in here. And now we can do the puzzle, which we need to make sure all of these point in. Puzzle's not too difficult. There we go. I will need the song because I do not remember the solution. So this one is the triangle, or I go this way. This one is, I do remember this one is the hourglass. This one, circles, and then this is the cross. This is the circles. And this is the cross. Now that's finished. Which will now give us another reflection that we have to do. So now we go back. Go inside. Now that we're in here, we just have to flip this. Yeah. Right? Yes. So now we can leave. Turn this so I'm facing forward again. Now he spins. I am facing literally backwards. Cool. Yeah, hello. There we go. I'm gonna spin around. This is forward. Okay, cool. And so now, as you can see, the light reflects off all of them down into the center. And now the staircase opens up. Now we can go down the staircase. Alright, this gets really creepy, so if you have issues with this, if we look at this, we find out the priest entered here. Look away for 5 seconds if you think this might be gross. Turns out, he's dead. We get to take this out of his dead hand, and now we're free. Okay, you can look again. So now, that's the third area completed, or I guess the second. Now we're moving on to the third area, where we'll get the last one of these, because you can see we need 4 of them. And this door is getting more built. If you have played previous games, you recognize this thing. It is important. Okay, this is the one I remember the least of. Let's hope I can do this correctly. I don't remember what the solutions are. I'm going to have to look at the device. Whatever, this will be a little bit slow, but it'll be fine. I need to double check my work, make sure I'm doing everything correct. Alright, so now we are in a witch's house, which is creepy. Now we're going to head over to here. We're going to open this, take this out. I need to close that. This one's closed and open. Those. Open this, grab the flame, light both of those, put that down. So now we get both of these things. Oh, what are these? Well, if you notice, this has a 1, 2, and a 3 on it. So now we need to put this here. That's this one. We're going to get this fluid. Then we're going to go over to the pot and dump it in. We should follow this diagram. If you do it wrong, it destroys literally everything you put in, so you'll have to start with. Let me have back, please. Thank you. God, this thing is so hard to turn. Jeez. It is dropping my inputs. Back in there. Go back over. 3. Is. And we need to keep this in our hand, because now, once we turn this in, drop that, we will now ask for the cube if we've done it correctly. And once we put in the cube, we now get this device, which is a mirror. We're going to come back over here. This there. Ideally, if I remembered what I needed, which I think actually I do remember what I need, so I'm actually going to get it really quick. I believe it is this. I'm going to grab this just so I have it, put it back later. Over here, we're going to open this. And I'm actually going to put the mirror away, because now we have this passageway that we're going to head down. Now we're in this really weird room. Over here. Remember, in every single room so far, we've gotten a lens. So maybe this room will be no different, and we'll find another lens. As you can see, there is the witch with the box, which she is setting down on the table for us, which will now just into existence. Now we're going to head over here. Now we're going to open this, get a new lens, and while this is happening, I am actually going to solve this puzzle. Come on, fill in the space, please. Yep. And so now we get this. We've got to move the sun through these places into the black hole. So we have to hit every single star and then into the black hole. I believe it's just the two. So now we get this thing. I'm actually going to grab this, and I am going to grab this. I actually don't need to grab this. I remember what this one. So we're going to come into here. We're going to put this down. We need this thing. These cubes. We're going to grab. We're actually going to head back over here. I'm going to grab this. Pour one in. That's correct. Pour another in. That is also correct. And now, this one. I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab the cube. If you know all the answers, you don't have to look at the cube. This one needs to be put in the fire. If you're doing it correctly. I'm going to hold this in your hand. Put this down. This gives us a door handle, which we will need. I am actually going to come back here and prep this. Know what I'll need. Right? And now that we have the door handle, what are we going to use this on? Well, here, it's up here. There it is. We're going to use this to open the door. And this is going to go here. I'm going to hold it here just until afterwards. That's going to tell me I got a new item. Place. Open. Door handle in place. And then open the door. Now we need to just go. Now we just go inside. In here, we get another cube. But now we're stuck. So instead, we're going to use this and look around. We find out behind us is another icon. And she'll show us she's actually opening the door to allow us to escape. Otherwise, we'd be stuck. So she is helping us to complete all these puzzles where normally we would be stranded. Because we'd be stranded at this point if we did this the normal way. So now, we have this. Come into here, and if we set the moon to the right thing, this will now show us everything we need. Okay, it is that. So now we're going to come back over here. I need to grab a triangle with a line through it. There's this one. Nope. I'm going to grab this out. I'm going to grab both of these. Dump one in. Correct. Dump the other in. Also correct. I'm going to grab this. Come over here. And you know this thing we opened? We're going to get a beetle. And we're going to feed that to the Pokemon. Here you go. Rip the beetle. Now we're going to offer up the cube again. And now we get a key. This is a very oddly shaped key. If you look around, if you've noticed, there are these symbols around the room. There's 3 of them. Well, I guess there's 4. You're going to set this one first, which we can put the key in here. And let's see the other way. And the key will change depending on the phases of the moon. And you're like, well, how do we do that? It turns out that in this house, we can affect the phases of the moon. So if you look at the moon out there, now the moon becomes a full moon. This is now open, so we're going to come here, put this up here, hold this in my hand because I will still need it. Grab this, come back over here, and we put this red mirror here. They did mention something about a blood moon, right? Then we get the blood moon, open this, gets us the gemstone. And now that we have the gemstone, this goes in a very specific spot, doesn't it? Ta-da! Then we're turn this back on. I think I'm facing backwards again. I'm not facing backwards. These rings, we have to go through them with our path. So now we're going to have some more of these. This one is just down, over. Nope. And I believe that's the last one. Yep. So now we get something different. We get a tarot card. I don't know if you noticed, but we had a tarot card. I'll turn all the way around. Inside of the door. But now it's gone. So what if we put this one in place and then open it? Well, we got a new room. Let's go inside. Now that we're here, this goes there. This one goes there. That goes there. This one is 2 and 4. 3 and 4. There we go. So now we get this, and we can leave because she left the door open for us. We can come back. And we're going to head back downstairs because we got something from the beginning, which is when I guess, this thing was found. For some lore, for those of you who may not be familiar with the series, the way this is that we're chasing, or not us, but the guy who's been leading us on, the guy who we met at the very start, who took us to the first place, He's going for this thing called the null element. It's what all these black tentacles have been, and this kind of goo, which I believe is also what's in the cauldron. I believe is also null. And so, pretty much what we're doing now is we're kind of just following in these footsteps, collecting the stuff apparently for him. Go up, please. Thank you. Can I go through? I can't. I'm going to open this, put this in place, close it so we can go back inside. So now we're looking for something that was lost. If you have played the room 4, this is exceedingly familiar to you. In the room 4, it turns... we open this, I grab the key, I open this, I grab the gear, and then we go inside. Okay. In the room 4, we go into a giant, a different person, goes into a giant dollhouse that is housing the null element. And this statue is of the guy whose house it was who went insane inside of the house because of the null element. Like, his whole house was being screwed up. The dollhouse was used to contain it and be effectively reflection. And so that's him. This is reminiscent of this little statue is reminiscent of the end of the game, where you actually have to guide him through the house to his wife. God, I never remember how to solve this. It's this. No, that's not correct. It is this. No, that doesn't work. I can't cross itself. I always forget the solution to this one.
Do you have a moment for a donation reading?
Yeah, go ahead while I try to figure out the solution to this.
Right. We have a donation of $5 Canadian for Rentsy. They say that it's time for a Jill sandwich, and they voted on the poll for a skeleton jumpsuit for the VTuber. I want to thank all the donors. Thank you.
Let's go up, down, over. There we go. That's not... That one is really difficult. I sometimes forget the solution. And now we get this tarot card, which is the tower. So take light from the tower. This is a reference to the room 3, which when we go inside, you'll recognize as being part of the island. If you've played these games before, take the lamp. Let me go over to here. I need to have the glass on. That goes there, and then we go here, so we shine, and we go there. I always forget exactly where to stand for this. This goes here. Now that we've done that, we go back here. Just like that. Also, my hand is really shaking. Put this like this. These are all references to the room 3. This is the center of the central tower. This is the null element right here. This should kill me, but because it's a VR thing, my hand isn't actually going inside. So we're going to return to the witch's house with the light from the tower. We're going to put this down. And now we have this shape, which I'm sure the intended solution is the null symbol. And now we get another letter. We're going to look at the letter. She's going to say, oh, I'm going to help you take this guy down because he's evil. So she's going to put up this thing, which is a protective ward, which, again, if you're familiar with the series, you will recognize this symbol as being the symbol for... It was effectively an apparatus that is able to channel the power of the null, is what that symbol is. And so she uses it as a protective ward before she gets trapped within this device. So now, what do? Well, if you listen... A door just opened. It was a little quiet for me, but you would hear footsteps and then a door open. If we go upstairs, we see the door is open. And now we're back with the last piece. We have now returned all 4 artifacts to him, which has completed the gateway. So now we're going to get a new letter, which is fluttering down into existence. And now This is the symbol of the power device. And there he is. This man is known as the craftsman. So we see in there is a maze. And he nods to us and then goes off and the door vanishes. Stuck. So we would be left here to die if not for the witch's help. Because she put a protective ward on herself, she was able to free herself from the device. And she will, wait a second before I turn this on, somehow as a spirit, poop out a letter for us to look at. So now, if we use this, this will be, the white doorway is open. We can't leave him in possession of something so dangerous. I'll create a path for you to follow. For now, follow to the end and find a way to bring him back. He must answer for what he has done. So she will go off, and she will make a pathway for us so that we are able to escape and help her in stopping him once and for all before he takes more souls. Because he has captured 4 people. So we gotta put an end to this. You go, please. 1, 2. Then we go through the red doorway. Now we wind up in this encampment place in the middle of a sandstorm, and we're supposed to follow her. So as you move, you'll find out, hey, they dug something up from here. The event excavation camp. What happened? We're going to go along, here. Keep following her. She goes up this direction. And here we get a letter that tells of what he was doing here, because he was here, looking for this temple. So now she is here, and now make a symbol just so we can enter the. And then she will open up the path for us. I don't know how the sand just poofs, but it does. Now we head inside. We have a pretty long walkway to go here. But once we enter this room, we are stuck unless we pull this out. Now, the way behind us is closed for us to move forward. I need to rotate. Where am I facing? The correct direction. Alright, so we're going inside. And now, we have stuff to do here. She will be there for us, but we're going to grab this thing. Over here, we're going to grab this thing. And then, I believe the other thing is right there. We'll grab this thing. Then we need to go over to her. She will give us the puzzle. Simple. I believe gives us the last piece. Yep, so now we have all 4 pieces. Now that we have all of these, we can come here, put this in place. This piece goes there. This piece goes on top. This piece goes there. Then we need to rotate this all the way around so that those match. And we open a pathway. This part always freaked me out when I was doing this for the first time. We're coming here. Thank you. Don't come to life, please. Yeah, I'm taking this as well. Goodbye. Now that we're up here, we can come over to this device, put one of those down, which as you can see supplies power, so we're going to go to the other one. Put this down, which is another soul. You notice this is the null element pool, I guess. The path opens for us, we get this. So fun fact, you're supposed to look at 4 different symbols, but if you just hold it right up to your face, you just need to find the Ankh at the top. And then, that does all the symbols at once, and we get to effectively skip some. And now the craftsman very much gets what's coming to him. He is very, very, very much dead. And now there is a new apparatus over there. So you notice all of these have this red-orange color to them. Something to keep in mind, this is the craftsman's soul. It's blue. And now, as we return, there is a new place for us to place an object. Now that we have done so, all of the souls are going to light up. And look, they're free. Wait, there's more. Look at all of these souls that he has captured. We have now freed every single one of them. They're all free to go home. Going to reposition. That's how far off of the side I was. We have now saved every single person in this room. We have rescued all of their souls. We are now free to return home. Having succeeded in our mission, Time is coming up shortly. I will read this letter, go out on the balcony, and then time will end. This letter will arrive. This is from the witch. She tells us, hey, thank you for everything you've done. And that's time. So she'll say, thank you for everything you've done. We have now finished the game. We hope you enjoyed it. We have outwitted the craftsman and escaped the dark realm of the gnome. That is it. So, yeah, I just kind of showed all the solutions, but I hope you guys at least enjoyed it. I would highly recommend playing all the games. They are very fun puzzle games.
Yeah, I think I've played the first one. I think it was on a tablet, actually. It was just like a table full of like mechanisms, right? Puzzle mechanisms.
Yeah, so all of these games, or at least the first one started as a mobile game. I believe 2 is also a mobile game. But you can get all of them on Steam. They're all really cheap. You can get the first 4 for like $25 total. This one is the most expensive. Obviously, it's a VR game. This one's like $30. But yeah, no, the games are great. I would highly recommend it. They're all very, very fun. And the lore is actually pretty good because all of this, you'll find out, is orchestrated by the craftsman. And this is the culmination where we finally defeat him and effectively free everyone. Especially considering that the other players we play as 1 through 4, they all get stranded, just like those 3 did. So, yeah.
Talk about karmic retribution.
Yeah, right. Deserves it. But yeah, that was the room.
Yeah, so people want to see more from you, where can they go?
So like I said earlier, twitch.tv/Genesis Probe stream. I don't use it very much. I probably should start using it more. Twitter, I have at Genesis Runs, because my old account got hacked. And I don't use it very often either, but I'm around for a lot of marathons. This is one of them. There's No Glitches Allowed. I'm now helping on Speed Remiser, and the Clock Tower Time Tick, so on and so forth. There's going to be a lot of events that I'm going to be a part of. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you guys will probably see me around if you're at any of those events.
Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the run.
Of course. I was going to say, I will be back later with Rise of the Tomb Raider, so you will see me again in like 2 hours, I think.
Oh, I'll be a spectator at that point. It'll be nice to watch.
Of course. All right.
Okay, so before we go on a break, a short break right before our next game, I'm just going to give you our usual blurb. The Prevent-A-Thon is about supporting a charity, a Canadian charity called Little Warriors. They are a national charitable organization focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of childhood sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with childhood sexual abuse survivors. For more information, you can always visit littlewarriors.ca. If you want that information in text blurb, you can always type in !charity or !info. If you'd like to donate, !donate is also an available option. And remember, we still have some incentives. Unfortunately, the ones for Resident Evil 3 have ended because that is, in fact, our next game. But there is other games coming, so please join us after the break.